And when you say cash flowing, because I hear it a lot, some people say, and I don't know where they make up the number from or they get the number, they'll say if it's not making me $1,000 a month or something, I don't want it. Sometimes if you look at an investment that at least your expenses are covered, you're not out of pocket, but you see a higher passive appreciation and you calculate the principal recapture, so the mortgage, how much of the mortgage is being paid down. People shy away from those investments because they're concerned that it's not making them a certain amount. My question to you guys is do you have a number that you look at, or is it like, look, I want to make sure all my carrying costs are covered?
We get this question a lot. What's the magic number?
Right.
It's really, what is your time worth? What are you willing to put up with? And how much money do you want to make? Like, we've got some buildings. We could have bought a building that was 22 units and it made $500 a month.
Okay.
Beautiful, sexy building,
Right.
like a building you would see in a magazine.
All done already, yeah.
But it's going to make $500 a month. And sometimes we come across a duplex. So instead of dealing with 22 units, we'll deal with 2 units.
Right.
And it was making $1,000 a month.
Right.
So it's like, what's your
Quite
time's
easy.
worth? I don't want to deal with this one because this one's easier. So there's no real number.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we used to be happy with $500 a building.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just where are you at in life? What do you want? Hey, $500 is a lot of money. I want that per month. I'm good. But now we're looking at buildings that make us $3,000 profit a month. Like we have under contract right now a building that's going to make us like $8,000 profit a month. So what is your time worth? And everyone's different. So there's no magic number.
And sometimes so we do a mix of both. So sometimes we'll see an underperforming property where maybe it is only making $300 a month. So as long as everything's still covered and it cash flows, but we know that it is underperforming. So perhaps it has gross green carpet that needs to be changed.
That pink wallpaper.
Exactly.
I love when I see that. When I see that, I love it.
Yeah, if you walk in and it smells, we're like, okay, I like the smell.
Yeah. I don't mind the smell of like cat pee or cigarettes or something because I know I can get rid of it. You can fix it, right?
And every other investor's going, no.
They're scared. Especially the guys and gals who are just starting, right?
Right. So I guess it's really what you're comfortable with. At first, we didn't go as much with the underperforming ones. I think we went more cash flow per month. Now we love, especially if there's a private lender, then we love looking at underperforming, so it cash flows from day one, but there's potential to increase the rent and by beautifying the place. And
will you fix it yourself afterwards, or do you bring in people to fix it? Like, are you guys handy in that sense? Because I can't hang a shelf.
I'll see this.
So I love that. So that never scared you?
No.
Bringing in people?
No. And honestly, I think when we had about 6 to 7 buildings was when it was the toughest.
Okay.
Because we didn't have enough cash flow to pay, so we're trying to do everything ourselves. So once we got enough cash flow to just say, hey, plumber, go do your thing. Hey, contractor, go do your thing. That's when it got a lot easier. Instead of trying to, us do everything.
Right.
Like I remember the first time.
Like electricity, like working.
I'm not messing with that. No.
Exactly.
That kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean,
on
the
YouTube,
basic painting.
how to change a toilet. Like, I hated it, right? I did it, but
we did
I'd rather crunch numbers.
Thing, right? Short term, we kind of had to because we had to put in our own time, hands on. We found. Doing the cleaning and doing the dump runs and all that kind of stuff. But as soon as we had enough cash flow, we knew that if we wanted to keep growing, our time had to be put into what we love, which is finding those cash flowing properties or underperforming properties.
And just to, when Mel said something a while ago, the underperforming buildings, we only got into those after, like you were saying, because we had purchased solid buildings with solid cash flow.
Okay.
So when we brought the underperformings to the bank, maybe the numbers weren't the best.
Yeah.
But because we had built a strong foundation of properties, they would always say, okay, your global portfolio supports it, and then you're able to tap into those. So like the 17 unit building we bought, I think it only made like $500. And again, we're like, what's your time worth? But every single one of those 17 was underperforming. So we knew, as tenants move out, and
you're
already
going to be able to increase the rents.
It's been a year. We've increased the rents by $2,000 a month.
Wow!
And that's only about 6 or 7 out of the 17. So that one was worth it because already now the cash flow is good.
Yep.
And there's still 10 units that need to, increase. So, but that was only able to be purchased because we had a good global foundation before.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching and listening. Please take a second right now to subscribe and follow us on whatever podcast platform you're watching or listening. It means the world to me. Thank you.